Hello, welcome to the Glitchy Tasty Podcast. Oh my, you're handsome. Please, take a seat, and someone will be with you shortly. I love you.
Episode 3.
GlitchyCast, episode 3. This is Saturday the 26th. So, we'll get you guys started here with our first podcast since we're returning from the new year. We're just 3 months late.
That's all. It was a really long year.
Yeah.
Better late than never.
Alright, first thing I want to start you off with is that we are doing another giveaway here at Glitchy Tasty. This one is called the PAX East Swag-tastic Giveaway. Why is it called that? Because we're giving away swag.
From PAX.
Yes. So this is what we're giving away. We're giving away a copy of the Homefront novel, Voice of Freedom. We're giving away 3 t-shirts, one from an NVIDIA that says fully loaded. It's a men's extra large. A Brink t-shirt from Bethesda, which is a men's large. It's a beautiful shirt. It's got nice sparkles on it. It says Brink.
Yeah, Brink and glitter.
I told you it was Disney.
But we are also giving away an LA Noire shirt from Rockstar Games. This is a extra large as well. Then you get a little Duke Nukem Forever keychain, bottle opener too, an NVIDIA keychain bottle opener, and a Homefront Resistance armband. But wait, that's not all.
Yeah, I was going to say there's more words.
Yeah, no.
There are other
2
words.
Gears of War 3 stickers. You can stick these on things and people can know that you like Gears of War. As well as a Fear 3 magnet.
That's not how you say it.
A F3AR magnet.
Thank you.
Where you can put on the fridge and scare people with, I think.
I'm scared of your friend.
Well, I have a question for you guys.
Hold on. You also get 4 Glitchy Tasty bumper stickers.
Whatever. All right. I'm a PC gamer. What do you guys have for me?
NVIDIA, fully loaded nachos.
What are they? I want something from World of Warcraft.
Why do they think gamers are all fat drunks, too? 2 bottle openers there? Really?
Yeah.
And nothing but extra large shirts. All right.
Doesn't drink. Jeez,
All right.
Root beer over here?
Well,
God.
To enter this one, all you need to do is retweet our official giveaway tweet on Twitter.
Tweet.
So just go to our site, and we have all the details there, and you can just click the link and then hit retweet, and you're in the contest. You don't need to create an account or anything.
What's the Twitter?
Sweet.
Twitter is a magical thing where, you know what, who cares?
PAX. This past, not this past weekend, but the weekend before that, we were at PAX, having a blast, checking out the latest and greatest in video games. I don't know, what do you guys think overall? Like, had a blast, for sure, half the amount of people that were there.
I played everything I wanted to play. Like I had no interest in Darkness, and I don't think you could play it. If it was
playable.
Was it playable?
Darkness
okay, good.
playable.
Because I hadn't talked to you guys about Darkness.
Well,
yet,
we didn't get to play. We saw it because of
the time constraints. But
like half of those, the ones that weren't playable, those people waiting in line. There's no way they all thought it was waiting in line for a video. A lot of them must have been thinking they were waiting for a game.
I get to play LA Noire.
You know what I mean? I would never. That's why I didn't even touch that line because I knew it wasn't.
That's why
LA Noire, we totally
press badge.
The thing is too, we totally cut that line at first. I'm sorry. If there's a big ass line, and all of a sudden we waited like 10 seconds for this person to pay attention and realize that the line had since moved around the corner. So I was like, all right, this is our spot now. To quote LL Cool J, we slid into the back. And we got to see LA Noire. We're near the front. We ran to one of the the LA Noire team or whatever. And they saw our media badge, and they're like, "Oh, you can schedule an appointment to come in too." So we ended up seeing it twice.
This was Sunday, so we thought all the appointments were gone by this point, so we didn't bother.
Yeah.
Plus, every other booth that we had tried to do anything with appointments, where we showed our press badge, like, oh no, press gets no special treatment, get in the back of the line.
Yeah, the only place that actually treated us pretty good was Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
They took us a tour of their whole booth and everything.
Once everyone found out we were press, they did, but until then. Anyway,
they were the first.
Beside the point. What we really want to talk about is the Brink party.
Woo! The Brink party.
Pizza party.
Pizza. I think you get more. I think you get more pizza from a Chuck E. Cheese pizza party. First of all,
you probably do.
Better tasting pizza.
Yeah, that pizza was not. It was big, but why? It was just a whole lot of nothing at that point.
And they ran out of it like 10 minutes in.
Yeah, it literally was like 20 minutes in. No more pizza for anybody. There's still 200 people in line.
The pizza place was probably like, well, how much pizza do you want? You want like 60. Oh, okay. We're gonna give you the shittiest pizza.
That's probably what it was. They probably didn't warn the pizza place till that morning.
Pizza for gamers.
And then the game was we snuck in because we were like the first people in because they had a media
We
line.
didn't sneak
that they
into
didn't
the thing. They told us to go to that line. We went to that line, and then they're like, "Oh, these are generic reservations," which doesn't make any sense considering that nobody else in the line had reservations,
and it wasn't needed.
And so it wasn't even needed. So they let us in anyway, and then we just would go and we sit down and like, "Hey, you got to go sign in and register to get a chance to play the game."
That's not the story.
It's a retarded.
Actually, it was me, the African American guy that got picked up by the woman. She's like, "Sir, do you have a badge?" No, I don't have a badge. You can't play here.
And then we all stopped playing. But hey, we played for a good 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, we did. We played.
I think I fell asleep in the middle of it because I don't know.
That game was
boring.
That game needs another 2 years of development. And it comes out next month.
It's Team Fortress minus the fun.
Yeah.
And it comes out next month. That's the sad part.
All right. Well.
I had no idea it came out next month.
Yeah, like you would think maybe it's got a year more to go, but it's like
I haven't even heard of it.
It was blue. The entire game was blue.
Picture weirdly shaped people shooting guns that have no effect.
Yeah, well, for people out there who saw that Brink trailer way back in the day, it's nothing like that at all.
Not at all.
I didn't see me doing any mirrors, just running around.
I was going to say, from what it seemed like, the initial concept was like kind of like a Mirror's Edge. It's set in like the futuristic city, and it had the interactivity and stuff like Oblivion or something.
Yeah.
And that's what it was kind of billed at. And it was like each day went by, they must have removed another feature, and another feature.
I would say because a free running Oblivion sounds pretty fun.
Right? It's just.
I remember being super excited for it after that. There was more stuff about it, but then
you didn't hear anything.
We played this game, like, what happened? And they just like completely like sell the name of the game to somebody else, and they made another game that's, gross.
Well, we
paintings.
We left after about 30 minutes. We just kind of like all looked at each other like, all right, this is really ass. Let's get out of here.
Dinner and sodas.
And then we had to find the exit.
Yeah, Jesus, that was fun.
You need to know what the party means.
So then we also at PAX we had the chance to record somebody playing Gears 3 while we were in line, and man, did that stir up a shitstorm on YouTube. Everybody, I feel bad because like. You know, the kid gave us permission, whatever. We gave him information on the site, and then he's playing. And first of all, he's chewing a lot. Like, I mean, jaw as low as it can go, jaw as high as it can go. Chewing. Yeah, really fast and at the same exact speed. Like never kind of swaying.
Consistent.
And from the angle the camera was at, it was just like jaw moving constantly. And he's playing, and he's not doing so good, to put it lightly. And everybody on YouTube, I don't think there was like more than 5 comments out of how many comments?
It's like over 200 at this point.
Yeah, and maybe 3 or 4 of them were like, give the guy a break. Everybody else was like, fag. You don't use the shotgun. You didn't use the shotgun. You didn't use the shotgun. I was like, come on, dude.
Regardless of whether or not he did good, people would still be bitching that I didn't use the shotgun because apparently it's the only gun in Gears that's acceptable. Like if you use any other gun, you're a fag, pussy, douchebag, tit monster.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
The chewing didn't help though. A lot of responses like the chewing is so distracting I can't watch the video. Yeah, it definitely didn't help.
People have no patience and just can't let things go. It's very
chewing. Stop chewing. No, those people were literally they were sleeping at night and it was just like all they saw in their dreams was a jaw
chewing.
I heard that's the sequel to The Shining.
Well, when we were there, we also actually got to meet up with Glitchy B. They had a signing on Saturday, and an old friend of mine from when I worked at the Apple store in Danbury, Dot Stancy, actually had made these little ticker plushies. Actually, first she made a ticker costume for a bunny called a ticker bun. And it got, I guess, Epic's attention, and they all thought that was really cool. So she finally got to give Glitchy B some of these little plushies she made at the signing. So I was there to film that, and that was actually really fun. Just Glitchy B had a little too much fun with them. And I think
he made them have sex.
Yes, one of them is pregnant now, and she can't afford it.
They blow up anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
that's nasty.
But that was cool because we got to meet Glitchy B there and got to I don't know, see that because as somebody I knew randomly, just a weird connection, so that's cool.
So you want to talk about Duke Nukem for Verver?
I typed this at like 9 in the morning. All right, come on. Verver.
So Duke Nukem Forever, Sorcerer, Duke Nukem Sorcerer. Yeah, I finally got to play that at PAX. That was actually really fun.
Yeah.
And we got to interview people, and that was also really fun. And it's great because, like, while I'm interviewing the guy, in the background, someone's playing it, and it's like totally like even I was watching it, and my attention even just went straight to whatever the guy was doing in the game, and, not really caring whatever I was saying or the guy I was interviewing was saying.
That's something you tell them, like because the guy we're interviewing is gonna be watching this all set.
No,
it's like, oh, he wasn't paying attention.
I was paying attention during the interview. Jeez. But watching the video back, I just your eyes kind of just drift to whatever that player's doing, and he's picking up shit from a toilet. He's running around with shit. How do you not pay attention to that? Just...
One thing I want to see from that is one of the N64 ones where he could, I guess, like use a jetpack and go into the window and go into the strip club. I just want to see them just do that, and as soon as he enters that window, it just turns to N64 graphics.
Oh, that'd be great.
I remember one of the Virtua Fighters, I think it was 5, had a Virtua Fighter 2 mode where everybody just turned to Virtua Fighter 2 graphics.
Come on.
Like the backgrounds were still Virtua Fighter 5, but everybody was Virtua Fighter 2 graphics, including the people who had never been in Virtua Fighter 2.
First of all, Jayce, we don't talk about Virtua Fighter because there's only one good Virtua Fighter moment in history.
Oh my god. Alright, we should fill everybody in on this one. We had Eric and Tony play Virtua Fighter 3 on the Dreamcast. And 3TB. I don't know what Tingle Bitties.
I think it's Team Battle.
I think it's Virtua Fighter 3 Tingle Bitties. And so they were playing as Jeffrey and Shun, which Jeffrey is the big Jamaican guy.
Jeffrey is terrible.
And Shun is the old alcoholic guy. And for some reason, they could not hit each other for the longest time. And then it ended up being a low kick match.
Yes, it was awful.
It was the worst because for some reason that game sped up too.
He's so slow.
It was the worst thing I've ever seen, but it was the most entertaining thing I've ever seen in fighting game history.
As good as the Ganryu wanna be, just falling on the ground, like breaking his neck on the steps. Over and over again. Every time he fell, like he fucking quadriplegic over here.
Wait, what were we talking? Duke, how did that get from Duke Nukem?
I don't know.
That's side. Wow.
We still talk about PAX East stuff here?
Yeah, I think we can talk a little bit more. Portal 2.
Okay, yeah, Portal 2 one.
I'm so glad Jonah Jameson is in this movie.
Oh
this
my
game.
Why does that say Cave Johnson? I'm not really
That's his name. That's the guy who played Jonah Jameson in the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
He's playing the CEO of Aperture Science, named Cave Johnson. And, I mean, they basically, that guy, you just tell him to act exactly how he normally acts, and it's perfect. I'm actually really looking forward to his contribution.
Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, he just seems like a perfect character.
What? What are you talking?
You're playing the game, and you hear him, and it's the part where you're going to be starting to experiment with the blue repulsion gel.
It makes you bounce up really high.
Yeah, it's like, all right, well, just want to let you know you're going to be using the repulsion gel. Now, you are not part of the control group. The last poor sucker got a bucket of blue paint. Broke every bone in his body. And it's just the timing on that. It just seems like it's perfect. I just, I want that. And it just seems like Portal's going to just be just as good as the first one, I hope.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's longer.
Yeah, definitely think it's going to be longer.
I think it will
I think they said it's going to be a full game.
Not to mention the multiplayer aspect and all that good
stuff.
That's
like a whole game in itself. One last thing, talking about the darkness, going back to that. I'm one of the people who really like the first game. It had some problems. It definitely had dull moments where you just wanted to get past it to get on with the game.
You can't run in the game.
You can't run in the game. All right, there's that too. And so the Darkness 2.
Wait, what year are we in?
That was 2007.
That was 2007. People didn't know how to run then.
Yeah. Or they could have just explained the main character is really fat.
Oh, he has injured knees. I mean, there's a lot of things they could do. He was walking on stilts the whole game.
He had polio.
He had polio. He was going up.
The Simpsons episode of Fast Animals, Slow Children.
That's Family Guy.
Family Guy.
Oh,
yeah.
Whoops.
When
Simpsons isn't funny anymore.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
So when The Darkness 2 was announced, I was interested. And then when I saw it at PAX, I was really interested. That game took the holy shit meter and just broke it and threw it out the window and then shit on it. No, but it was really impressive. Yeah.
A whole new graphic style.
Yeah, a whole new graphic style, which actually makes it look really good. And when you can make a game that literally uses something called the quad wielding engine, Yeah, like quad wielding. That just sounds ridiculous in itself.
It's like Goro
But-
holding weapons. Like,
No, it's two guns.
2 guns, and then you have the darkness. He has like these little
Yeah.
like tentacle head dudes, like snake looking things. And in the part 1, the left one didn't do shit. All it did was like, I'm there.
Hang
And I
out
don't do
there.
anything. Didn't do anything. So in
Not
this
bad
one,
fun.
it can pick stuff up, and then the other one is used for like actually attacking.
Slashing.
And it's cool because we saw it pick up like stop sign and chuck it at something and cut them in half,
that's fun.
or it rips a car door off of a car and uses it as a shield, which you can then shoot through the window.
It's
So
awesome.
it's really cool. And I don't know, it was really, really impressive. It's really gory and violent. I mean, a lot of people got split in half in that game.
However, there is still going to be the people who look at it because it's got a kind of a shell-shaded style right
I don't
now.
even know if I'd call it cell shading.
It
was
looks like that.
close to it, but it wasn't.
It's supposed to look like a graphic novel, and it does it really well. But there's going to be some people who just don't want to play it because of that.
Yeah, it's not even
It's
near.
not like
It's not even near Borderlands in terms of cell shading. It's
But
really
there's just going to be
realistic.
some people who just like, I don't want to play this. Graphics don't look real, and you know what? They're lost. Whatever. I think it's time to move on. from
Let's get off of
PAX.
PAX because PAX was like a year ago.
Look, Duke Nukem Forever's back. What do they have to say? Oh wait, it's delayed.
Whoops.
Oh no. Yep, Duke Nukem never comes early. So
Get it, Seaman.
Gearbox announced
I get
this 2 days ago that Duke Nukem Forever got delayed. However, it's only a minor pushback into June. They said they just need extra time to basically polish the game and fix some things, which we've been waiting 13 years. I guess we can wait a month, right?
What's more needed to be polished after all that time?
Bugs that they have.
Yeah.
No, you guys misread it. Polish.
Oh.
See, they got to
Oh,
translate
no.
the game into
I
Polish.
see.
Well,
And that's
especially
gonna
because
take
it
a
comes out now June 10th internationally and then June 14th in the U.S.
See, it's
So
called.
the rest of the world gets it before us.
They get the Polish version.
which as an American, I'm very upset that the world is getting something before Americans. America.
This is America.
America. But that's not all that Duke Nukem gives us. Duke Nukem also is going to have an awesome multiplayer, I think. But
I think
Perhaps.
maybe.
it's possible.
Well, it has a mode called, it has a couple multiplayer. It has regular, it sounds like free-for-all, and then deathmatch. Deathmatch is apparently everyone's playing as Duke Nukem, but with different color shirts.
It's called Duke Match.
Yes.
Thank you.
It is called Duke Match, which is going to be awesome just seeing a room full of Duke Nukems killing each other.
Just like the N64 days with Duke
Oh,
Nukem
no,
3D,
Yep.
man.
Purple shirt.
But then there's something
No.
called Capture the Babe, which you can imagine is like Capture the Flag, but with babes.
Ah,
So you have to pick up the opposing team's babe, and you have to carry her back to your base. Now, if you go and pick up someone's babe and put them over your shoulder, they're going to kick and fight a little bit, aren't they?
I'd imagine so.
wait,
Yeah.
them or the babe?
The babe.
Well, not
Okay.
if I'm
I'm gonna kick the- I'm
Duke
gonna kick the
Nukem's
babe.
shoulders.
So you have to calm her down by apparently giving her a little Sean Connery on the butt.
Sean Connery
I
on
think
the
I
butt.
missed that reference.
Yeah, that flew right over my head.
Sean Connery, womanizer,
You're the man now, dog.
Yeah, but did he actually smack a girl in the
I don't know.
ass? That's-
It just seems like he's the kind of guy who would.
okay.
Yes.
So you basically,
Wait, the
it's
guy
gone
from
from
Alien
Duke Match to Sean
Extraordinary
Connery
Gentleman?
match.
Yes. I would love a Sean Connery multiplayer. That'd be awesome. Anyways,
Thought he was a
but
gentleman.
Fox News, being who they are, got wind of this and apparently doesn't do any other homework and doesn't know that Duke Nukem is an over-the-top, don't take it serious because if you
And
do,
don't
you're
let your
just
kids
stupid.
play it game. It's not one of those games you let kids play.
Pay,
So-
pay attention to your children.
They don't think they immediately blow this out of proportion, saying that that this is a horrible game, and this is what they put up on their article that kind of irritates me. Is they said because Duke Nukem's obviously an M-rated game, the game will be available in stores and online, where customers must click a button stating they are over 17 of age. Wow, I messed that up. The only barrier to children buying such a game, basically saying that all they have to do is click a button and they can buy the game.
Yeah, it's like the only barrier to children buying such a game. Well, that and having a line of credit.
Yeah, which the only way to buy it online would then be to get a credit card from your parents,
Exactly.
which you'd have to ask them, which
Stealing.
they'd probably ask how you do. Okay, you could steal the game, but then that's like saying that they can steal the game from a store.
Exactly.
That's the kid's fault at that point.
Yeah,
That's
at
not
what
the
point is it like not the parents' fault and totally the
My
game's?
10-year-old
All right, you know what?
was
You know what we
not
should do next time we hear about like gun violence? Blame the gun manufacturer.
You know
Let's
what?
do that because
I
that
was-
makes sense.
I was at GameStop and
You liar.
well, I needed a new copy of Fable 2 that I haven't played.
Why 2?
And
You know, never mind. Good.
so this kid is in there. Well, these 3 kids are in there with the dad. The dad has no idea what's going on about Call of Duty. The kid's like, oh, we need to get the Call of Duty Black Ops for this one because we have it on, PS3, and they want it on 360. It's like, I thought you had that one already. It's like, no, we have this one over here. That's the whatever Modern Warfare 2 on the Wii. I guess I don't even remember. It's,
I don't think it was on the
it's
one
2?
was on the way.
One was on the way.
Yeah, 1. But the fact of the matter is, the dad knows it's M-rated game, still gonna buy it for like this 5-year-old kid, and like at that point, why even bitch about it?
It's
Like,
the parents' fault. The store does its job because the store states, you know, this game is rated M. It may not be appropriate, and the parents like, shut up, whatever.
It goes beyond like, oh, maybe the employee didn't do his job. You can't even do that anymore because it actually prompts up on the screen, and you have to go put in a date. You can override it, but there's more to it. It's not just like...
In other words, you're not going to forget about it.
Yeah, there's no way that, oh, I forgot to mention it to this lady, because it will pop up and block your entire screen.
Well, that and employers don't want to lose their job over selling an under 18-year-old kid a damn game.
There's that too. Oh, no.
No, but Homefront, which has had some mixed reviews, and THQ's stock even dropped because of it. But the game is actually still selling. The game actually sold over 1 million units since it launched, and it has shipped over 2.4 million. So, pretty good available, and it seems like it's in demand. When it debuted, it was number 6 on the Xbox Live multiplayer charts, which is not great, but for a new game, new
for a completely new IP,
really
it's
good.
actually really good.
Especially because you got Call of Duty, Black Ops, Halo, and a few sports titles.
Yeah,
on
you
top.
got Call on Duty, Black Cop.
Yeah, I mean, I think FIFA was up there, and it's gonna be hard to top soccer.
Hey, it's football.
Football. Football.
Feetball.
You
I remember that.
Hold on. Speaking of running in gaming, one thing I really love about Homefront, you could run in this game.
Yeah, you notice that like every other game is like, I'm a hardened Marine and I'm going through this epic mission, but I can't run for more than 3 seconds.
Wasn't running just invented recently?
Oh, that's right, it was just invented. It all ties together.
Call of Duty, you run for 30 seconds, not even 30, I wish, like 3 seconds and you're tired. This, you can sprint across the map and it's great.
Those are some out-of-shape soldiers.
Yeah, I know.
But
this, you're not even...
steps.
Maybe it actually is Carl on duty.
But I've been playing a lot of Homefront, and I can honestly say I haven't written my review yet, and I got to get down and do that. But I've been making sure I put in the effort in Homefront. The multiplayer is actually really solid. I think it's fun. It's a lot of fun. So I think everyone should buy Homefront so I can play with people I know. Because right now I'm playing with a bunch of strangers, so I get like 2 or 3 maps in, and I'm like, I'm gonna turn this off now. Wait an hour, turn it back on. I'm like, I just wish I could play with somebody I knew. So everyone who listens to this podcast, you're all my friends now. So go buy Homefront and play with me.
I get it in the summer.
I'll get it when it's
In
free.
the summer. I just so much stuff I want
Wait,
now.
what system?
360.
360.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat.
No, I only use
Mortal Kombat's going to be the only game I'm going to ever play.
Honestly, I use my PS3 for ad hoc party. I need people to play Monster Hunter with.
Alright, okay. I'll buy that.
I'll give you that. I'll give it to you.
All right.
I'm just like, yeah, because the last time I think I honestly played a PS Network game and like cared. So the next topic is Resident Evil.
So we get no Resident Evil news for like 9 years.
And we got like a shitstorm again with the shit on
Well,
that was
it
going
is
out the
because
window.
this week marked the 15-year anniversary of Resident Evil.
Sweet.
15 years since that.
And how does Capcom, celebrate this? By giving us another copy of Resident Evil 4 and then butchering Resident Evil 2, basically.
That's
Like,
my whole thing
like
right now.
yeah,
Game. You know what? I'm big on Capcom, but there is no love for Resident Evil.
No, I've just come to the conclusion that
The
they
thing is-
absolutely hate old Resident Evil
And this
fans.
is coming from the person that only likes Capcom for their fighters. Anything else, I don't like Resident Evil. I'm not a Resident Evil fan, to be honest.
I know you like
And
Lost
it's
Planet.
just... I like Lost Planet, actually. I like the Lost Planet series.
Whew.
But I'm just saying,
Thanks,
Resident Evil 4, why? I can get it on my Wii, I can get it on my GameCube,
Yeah.
put it in my Wii, I can get it on the PS2.
There are already like
I can get it on my iPhone.
There's 4
Yeah,
or 5
you can't
versions of Resident Evil 4 out already, and it's already the best looking one. I mean, it looks Resident Evil 5 doesn't even look much better than Resident Evil 4. And it's on a whole new generation of systems, you know what I mean? So
That's what I mean. It's not like it's going like a PlayStation 1 game being put to PS3 and 360, and that would be cool, Resident Evil 2, just saying. And so, like, now they're remastering... What's a Resident Evil 2? It went from 1 to 4, if I
Is
remember.
that the
Like,
one with
it,
the basketball court?
So yeah, the remaster.
Code Veronica was already remade. It's called Code Veronica X. And granted, all it did was add extra stuff.
Actually, well, that's the funny story about that.
It does not need that much of a graphic.
Code Veronica X is actually just like the Japanese version of Code Veronica on the Dreamcast.
Exactly.
And
they eventually put it on PS2. Too.
They put it on PS2. They didn't really up the graphics or anything.
No, it's a higher resolution on GameCube.
Nobody tightened up the graphics at all.
Well, I'm excited for Resident Evil Code Veronica because it is one of my favorite Resident Evils other than 2. And I could play through it a bunch of times, and so I am excited to see what some basically a little higher quality textures. That's really all they're doing. Is they're upgrading the textures. But I'm gonna
thing.
You say that, but you know you're gonna get it.
No, well, maybe because I own every Resident Evil version there is to own in the universe.
Well,
I own 5 copies of Resident Evil 2.
You don't own Gaiden.
So I own Gaiden.
You own Gaiden?
Game Boy Color. I own Gaiden.
I have it too.
I want a Gaiden.
We should link it up, and I'll be Barry, and you can be Leon.
But it gets to the point where it's like, how have they not just remade Resident Evil 2 and 3 as one game, and give it a friggin' GameCube Resident Evil 1 remake overhaul for this next gen system? That thing would sell like crazy.
I would buy it 12 times over.
You could add new areas like they did with the remake, all this stuff. It would be ridiculous.
I would love that, and I've always thought that'd be cool to do a co-op in that, where it's actually co-op. Like in Resident Evil 2, you have Claire and Leon running around the police station, and they're not together all the time. That'd be cool to do co-op like that.
Because it was already fun, the fact that Leon's A and Claire's B were like, you're where Claire was when Leon was playing, you're where Leon was when Claire was playing, which is such a cool aspect. And then, you could do the same thing where certain missions you have to meet up at certain points, and then but then you can spend the rest of the day doing whatever you want.
Even cooler, if Claire had a hidden outfit to be Jubilee from the X-Men. That'd be great.
I have to add this too.
That's the question. Would they get the old voice actors back for
the Resident Evil scenes? We were talking about this earlier about the Resident Evil Outbreak games.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's necessary at this point. If you're going to make a Resident Evil Outbreak game, at least make it on the PSP2 or the 3DS. Make some kind of effort to bring it back, because that's one game that's like...
Yeah, it was kind of ahead of its time in a way.
Yeah, it was just ahead of headsets.
The thing is,
no, it wasn't. SOCOM was out before.
That's true.
SOCOM had headsets.
2 was out for like 5 years.
No, it was a design choice. They've stated it was a design choice.
The thing is with that series, even if you didn't like Resident Evil, you're still gonna get that Left 4 Dead crowd to come in and want to play that game.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess that's kind of what they're going for with this whole Operation Raccoon City thing.
Kinda.
They want the Left 4 Dead crowd, but I think they want too much, because they want the Left 4 Dead crowd, they want the Gears crowd, they want the because you can do human meat shields or zombie meat shields in this
They've always wanted the Gears. Since 5, they wanted the Gears crowd.
Yeah, that's true. But then they also want the SOCOM crowd, and they want the Team Fortress crowd.
Why don't they get
that's too much.
Resident Evil crowd?
Because they never existed. Because it went from 1 to 4. Remember?
Imbécil.
My God, Resident Evil 4. Imbécil. Hey,
the thing is that concerns me is he going to play like SOCOM? Because
it is. I hope. And to top it off, it's the PSP SOCOM team. Yeah. I mean, not to say those were terrible for PSP. They weren't, but that's not... Like, I don't think... When I think Resident Evil, I do not think intense firefight. I don't. No. I think, holy shit, I'm going to get eaten by zombies.
I think,
they even stated
infected, like...
The zombies... Infected. Yeah, the zombies are a complete afterthought in this game. It's like, you go out from 3 teams, and, one is like the USSR or some shit. The Umbrella Super Secret something. And it's yet another department of Umbrella that was a military group. Like, how many military groups did Umbrella actually own? It's yet another one, and they're going against Spec Ops, like, Special Forces, U.S. Special Forces.
And Leon's there.
And Leon's there.
You can completely break canon, apparently, because you can kill...
You can kill Resident Evil characters in this game. Which, that would be fun and entertaining, because they've already said it's not canon. That's fine, but I'm just like...
Makes sense.
At what point are you going to put the zombies in as an enemy?
Well, it did say it had some cool things I read, because this all got leaked by from the official Xbox magazine, which is coming out in I think April or May edition.
Yeah,
and they'll say that you can actually, instead of shooting somebody in the head, let's say you're going against the special, the special Spec Ops. You're going against them. Instead of shooting them in the head, you can shoot them in the arm, make them bleed, and then the zombies will smell that. They'll smell the blood and they'll go after him. And that's kind of cool.
Well, that's what I mean. It's cool that they're going with zombies can track you by sight, smell, and sound.
Like a dog?
Yes, much like a dog.
Yeah, but let's see if that actually makes the final game.
Well, you know what? No, it's going to be
1.5.
It's going to break down to it's going to break down to Metal Gear Solid 1, where all the zombies have a cone of vision. and you're gonna hide in a box and like, huh? What was that?
Question
Blood.
is, can we walk and shoot?
Oh.
Why you gotta ask difficult questions? I remember when people hated Resident Evil Outbreak File 2 because you could.
And when we get a meat shield for a zombie meat shield, can we walk with the zombie meat shield? Or we stand there just aiming and turning very slowly left and right?
Oh man, could you imagine those tank controls with meat shields?
When they touch the zombie, they'll get the blood all over them. Oh, I gotta get something in my eye here. Let me just
I'm dead.
Oops.
Wait, and think about this for a second. If you use a zombie meat shield and someone shoots the zombie, that bullet's going somewhere. It's gonna go into the zombie. Blood's gonna come out. You're gonna get covered in zombie
What
blood.
if it penetrates into the zombie into you then? Then it's carrying the zombie blood directly into you.
Also, what good is their rotting flesh? Or like, do you want to grab a meat shield that has his ribcage totally exposed and shoot right through and then hit you anyway? So.
Well, we're all
Why
hating.
am I not wearing a bulletproof vest?
We're all hating, but let's go around the room. Jayce, will you play this game?
Probably.
I will buy it on day one.
Tony?
I just will.
I'll be cheap and come over here and play instead.
There you go.
Pedro?
Only on this condition.
Fallen Vega.
You know, no.
Fallen Vega. Damn, that's a random Street Fighter reference.
I did like the button shit.
The quick times? Quick time event?
Yeah,
Quick time
because
movies?
I like not pressing the button to see what happens.
Yeah. I promise to slit my throat like 4 times in Resident Evil 4. Because I forget.
That boulder.
I couldn't
you do it
stop
that first
laughing
time.
with the helicopter.
But, yeah, I'm definitely gonna.
Yeah, I'll buy it because everyone else is gonna buy it. I need something else to play with people. But other than that, yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna buy it. I'm probably gonna enjoy it too because it's gonna be fun. But at the end of the day, I'm just gonna sit there and be like, "This is not Resident Evil," and I want them to take this energy and put it into a Resident Evil 2 remake.
They should make a new Resident Evil game called Resident Evil Identity Crisis. And it's gonna have elements from every game but Resident Evil in it. So like you're gonna start off and you're gonna play it and it's gonna be like Time Crisis, and then 10 minutes later you're gonna play and it's gonna turn to an RPG, and then 10 minutes later it's going to be like Angry Birds or a racing game.
Don't worry, guys.
Dude, I would love Angry Birds. What would you be throwing at what though?
You would be throwing zombies at Umbrella countermeasure service.
Guys, it's alright.
And they use umbrellas to protect
the Resident Evil movie games will be coming out soon.
Oh god.
The only way that would be good is if it was digital actors like the Street Fighter movie game. Then it would be good.
Well, looking at this now from a different view, Resident Evil 4 and Code Veronica, if they're just a high-res remake, it's quite obviously they're trying to cash in to hype up their new Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also the anniversary.
Exactly. So then it leaves you to wonder, are they waiting till the 20th anniversary for a remade Resident Evil 2? Let's hope not.
Just remake 2 with awesome graphics. And even if it was just
Resident
Evil 4's gameplay.
It's like Final Fantasy 7, alright? They know everyone wants a remake. They know everyone will buy it. But they're going to wait till Final Fantasy is making nothing to then, hey, look, we got Final Fantasy 7 remake coming out.
Well, pretty much. It's like, hey, we need money. Just throw it out. We're done already.
If they do Resident Evil 2, they better not go with Resident Evil 4 mechanics. It better be fixed camera, because I want to see what pre-render backgrounds look like on next gen.
Yeah, they can't. That's the sad part. They're too scared to do it, especially after all this, because Resident Evil 4 and 5 sold exceptionally well, so it's like...
Yeah, but so did the remake.
Well, yeah, I guess, but that got the people getting, the only reason I bought a GameCube was for the damn remake.
Same.
You know what I mean? I only owned it for that and Smash Brothers Melee. Those were the only 2 games I needed to have on the GameCube.
You mean you didn't play Zelda?
Or Mario Kart?
I hated Wind Waker, and Mario Kart was awesome. But
Hi, I'm Daisy.
Double Dash is my favorite Mario Kart game.
Yeah, I played that one a lot.
Just for special moves alone.
I played that one for Antonio a lot, actually.
Alright, so actually we're going to start wrapping it up here. But we do want to mention we're doing a new thing with the site called Glitchy Tasty Plays ... And it's just basically you streaming whatever game we feel like playing.
It's not always going to be a fun game. Sometimes it'll be a painfully shitty game.
I do own Godai for the PS2.
Yes, Godai for PS2. Kensei Sacred Fist for PS1.
Who knows?
Yeah, basically, what we want... Yeah, Mary Kate and Ashley, if we can get a hold of it, we would definitely play that. I remember I played that once at work.
Well, the goal here is
You know what? Any sentence that say I played Mary Kate and Ashley at work, you officially had an awesome job.
The goal here is to play games people haven't really played. Shitty games people tend to avoid, so they don't play that, but they're fun as hell to watch. Or just rare games. Right now we're playing through Fatal Frame 1, which is kind of... Not a lot of people play that.
Yeah, on the Xbox, mind you, which was different than the PS2 version for some puzzles and some other stuff, which is interesting.
So we want to play games that are a little more on the rare end. I know, and we're not going to play Gears of War 2. However, we will be streaming
We are
Gears
playing
of
Enter
War
the
3.
Matrix next.
We will be We will be streaming the Gears of War 3 beta once it goes live with the Bulletstorm one. Because I know not everyone has Bulletstorm and not everyone's pre-ordering Gears for some reason. And so we'll get that up so people can kind of see what that looks like. But if you guys have any suggestions of games you want us to play, you know, leave a comment on the site, on the podcast article, or actually better yet,
on the forum.
On the forum.
We'll create a place just for it.
We already have. Look at that.
Oh, snaps.
I had to do a lot of rewriting of code and everything, but I have a new forum message up just for that.
Just for that? Well,
yeah, I had to.
So there's a place just for them?
Just for...
Wow.
Right? Huh?
Wow.
Yes. How do we pick up the pieces from that?
I don't know. So, yeah, just go and leave us a comment. I feel dirty after that. Alright.
I like to leave my mark.
So,
you've left it.
But that's really all that we're going to be discussing on this Glitchy Tasty podcast. Just want to let you guys just remember we are doing a PAX East Swagtastic giveaway. With no guava oil.
Plum juice.
No plum juice. That expires and dirty to ship. So we are giving away some awesome swag from PAX East. All you have to do is go to the site where you'll see our official Twitter message for the giveaway. And from there, you just click it, retweet it, and you're already entered in to win it.
That was a lot of hits.
That was it.
In it to win it, baby.
Yeah, all right.
Stephen King did.
Yep.
Wasn't it?
All right. Well, all right. Thank you guys for listening. This is Ryan Farrenkopf from Glitchy Tasty.
Eric Dionne.
Tony.
Doesn't have a last name.
Guava oil.
Yo,
Visitor Cube.
It's your man, LL Cool J, you know what I mean? I'm here, got my guava oil, rub my body down with banana cream.
Apparently LL Cool J snuck in the back.
Stuck into the back, you know, I just came out like,
came in here all
slide
anyway, I'm pretty sure. Alright, well.
Bananas, baby.
Just remember to check out GlitchyTasty.com for all the latest video game news, reviews, previews, basically everything video game related. So thank you guys for stopping by.
Buy Mortal Kombat April 19th.
Copyright 2011. Glitchy Media, LLC. For more information, head to GlitchyTasty.com. It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Fun. I am a robot Wababawa.
Ticker plushies.